with Zoids. Real quick, fastest video ever. We're going to show you how to improve anything, manifest anything, any mood, any skill, any action. You're going to improve your sense of it. You're going to improve your skill with it. You're going to improve it. You're going to get it with zero effort, zero focus, just sheer convenience. Just leveraging intrusive thoughts, intrusive feelings, and your subconscious. So what you need is a notepad. That's all you need. Put it next to you while you play your game or while you do your job. You know, have something in your pocket that makes it easy to reflect. And you're just going to need to make a term that's really catchy for what you want. So let's say you want to be confident, but when you're confident, maybe the word confidence doesn't actually pop in your head. Maybe there's a different sound that would pop in your head more effortlessly and with less focus. We're playing a video game right now, and we're going to wait until we feel synergy with our team. That's what we're going to manifest for the first bit of this video. So just wait for that thing you want to spike. So I'm sitting here, I'm sad, it's not spiking, just autopiloting. I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. But when it spikes, I'm gonna like remember everything. Still not feeling it. I'm just autopiloting. Alright, I'm feeling a little bit of team synergy. Once you get that thing you want a little bit, you want to kind of lean into the sensation. You know, the realest form of that experience is kind of like that sensation in your body. For me, it feels like there's a pillow inside my chest, like a safety net somewhere inside me. That's how team synergy feels for me personally. Alright, so now that I'm kind of describing my experience, we're going to make a slang. You want to make that slang when you're in the midst of the spike to get the most real thing. If this experience right now was just a sound, just a catchy sound that my subconscious can easily communicate, instead of saying, oh, team synergy, it just says Waguga. I'm just waiting for something to randomly pop in my head and feel catchy. Puga, 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 puga. For some reason, puga feels really perfect. So I'm writing puga down on this notebook. This is all the effort that this video takes. Now we have these notes. They basically exist just to delete them. I'm gonna keep autopiloting. I have this notepad next to me and I can easily tally my progress. Whenever I die, whenever I'm not playing, I'm gonna participate in this. But if I'm playing, I'm not meant to think about this at all. I'm just existing. You're gonna be existing and feeling your subconscious cling and obsess over this thing because you are ready to reflect on it. You've created a system that is just like profound. The other two terms I think are extremely helpful, especially for FPS gamers. So if you're here for more of the FPS side of things, watch the whole video and we're gonna go through the rest of the terms. But for the most part, that's the whole system. And I'm just gonna show you how it works. I can already feel my subconscious drooling now that I have this new term, puga. I already had the term team synergy, but the more that you refine your terms to be more and more catchy to your subconscious, it's going to self-fulfill. It's popping in my head against my will. That's the goal. You want intrusive thoughts from this exercise. Not effort, not focus. You know how your depression, your anxiety, it takes zero focus to experience? It's that fucking simple, guys. You need that feeling. Okay, so I didn't feel it at all. No puga in my body. None of that pillow in my chest sensation. Okay, puga, I felt it. It was easy. That was pillow chest. So the reason why I'm so obsessed with sensations, guys, is because they're just way more honest. Like, you can say, oh, I just puga'd, but do you actually feel it? Be honest. I literally feel the pillow in my chest right now. That to me is the #1 clue to team synergy. And now my subconscious, I can hear it talking to itself about Puga. It's like, you're not Puga right now, bro. And so I'm relaying stuff to you guys. I'm not trying to do any of this. I'm in a complete trance for the rest of this term until I make the new term. So I'm already feeling my subconscious is totally different. My skill, I'm just like totally different. Autopilot. I've been feeling it a little bit. I've been kind of in my team's orb, feeling that sensation. I'm gonna wait until I have 3 tallies, and then we're gonna go into the next term. The next 2 terms I think are just crucial for any FPS player, so I really want you guys to give it a try. They're a little bit unique terms that I kind of came up with. I felt it there though, just for a second. So I literally don't want to be reflecting while playing, but I still am, on accident. That's success. You want to be distracted by your goal. And I think the only way that that's really working is I've created a new term that my subconscious likes. The notepad just emphasizes the fact. You don't need the notepad. I'm feeling it. So that's tally number 3 for team synergy. So you could tell that I'm not trying, but my whole subconscious is revolving around it. And I'm kind of just playing like a dog on a leash around my team, even though it's fucking wild card. And you know, let's just say that's what I wanted to work on, and it worked. Okay, boom. Let's move on to the next thing. In a real world situation, you'd probably wait until you have like 15 tallies and then move on. That's when you really know the slang has grooved into your subconscious. But the next term that we're going to work on is going to be called Jumu. So Jumu is like when you're aiming at somebody, they can only move at a certain speed. Sure, they could go any direction they want. They can surprise you, blah, blah, blah. But you can always tell for a fact whether or not you are moving your mouse too fast or too slow relative to potential movement speed. So I'm going to point out the next time where I move my mouse just like faster than they can obviously move, based on the distance they are away from me. And then I'm gonna go into autopilot mode and snowball it. I gotta protect my boyfriend real quick. McChicken. So there I Jumu a little bit. When he started moving to the right, I move my mouse like a lot to the right, even though it's just impossible. So I'm basically moving my mouse based on impossible movement. That's a good way to describe Jumu, but you can tell I understand the meaning, but to put it in English is hard for me. So it really helps just to create a gibberish term for a specific sensation you experience while playing. Oh, I move it like for an impossible movement. So now, whenever I succeed, I'm gonna make a tally. So I'm just not thinking at all right now, guys. I am just the game. I'm just me. There's no goal, there's no effort, there's no focus. I'm literally just, I don't care what happens. But I know that it grows. A long time growing up, I would focus on stuff and then it would just imbalance the other things. But here now, I'm not imbalancing my experience. I'm fully one with the experience, but I'm still, you know, manifesting a specific thing. So I felt it a little bit there, just a tiny bit. You're not supposed to be thinking about all this, but I am anyways, effortlessly. I'm distracted by what I want. I'm not trying to think about it or focus on it. It's just there. My brain is constantly talking about Jumu to me right now, like a fucking schizo. Like, I just Jumu'd like 3 times badly in that moment. Zero focus, zero effort. It's literally just easier to reflect. And so my subconscious is tempted, it's activated. Nice. I felt it so vividly there. I was kind of just shooting randomly, but I could really vividly tell if I was moving my mouse the right speed. I just feel my senses like really evolving. Okay. How many memories do I have of Jumu from that life? I have 1, 2 popping in my head. I have 3, 4, the last term I'm going to talk about, specific to FPS games only, it's called angle gap. I've talked about it a lot on this channel. Basically, when I surprise somebody, I know they're going to be slowed down for a millisecond, and I don't want to over aim in that moment. I want to be able to chain it. I want to be aware, you know, if I'm facing somebody and they're kind of facing away from me, I should have a vivid sense of the movement speed that's guaranteed from that situation. If somebody is turning in the middle of a turn, I should be able to sense the movement speed that is guaranteed in that moment. Yeah, basically that's angle gap, having a sense of that type of slow. It could be either like really fast and small or like really slow and big. But either way, turning equals slow. We're on angle gap now. We're snowballing angle gap. I'm putting it on my notepad. If you don't want to use a notepad, if you just like come up with a term that's really sticky, that's all you need to do. All I'm doing is sticking these terms into my brain right now. Deeper. Love you.
I went back here.
I already feel myself obsessed with angle gap. So we're creating accidental focus, guys. I think it's the best way to describe what I'm trying to talk about in this video. If I feel a sensation, I'm going to put a tally down. It's a specific sensation. And I'm actually curious, you know, what if I create a more catchy slang than angle gap?
Thank you. Stupid fuck!
Shut, man.
He tried to sock me too. I was literally one shot. If he would have just hit me one bullet, I'm out. Another one?
Huge angle gap. Again, I'm just dying and asking myself, do I remember the feeling? Yes. Every time a moment pops in my head, I'm just putting down a tally. So I have 2 angle gap tallies right now. So there's 2 ways you can do this, guys. You can groove your slang, or you can change your slang so that it's more catchy.
Someone's on her homie. Oh shit.
I'm fully in the moment. I'm not thinking about it. This is a totally automatic process once it's initiated. Felt it once. I can feel the enemy wiggle like this. I can feel their ears. But my whole point of this video, guys, is it doesn't take effort. It takes clever terminology to get your subconscious to care. Give it some words that just change you. I have 3 angle gap tallies right now, and I'm addicted to it. It's a really hard concept, guys. It's a concept that takes like an infinite amount of sense. Like you can sense angle gap infinitely, so it's very subconscious. You just got to be able to know how to control your subconscious. It felt like I was tethered to the enemy, and based on my movement, I know he's going to aim a certain way, and so I know he has to move a certain way, and so we're basically one object together. So it's a big 4th tally there. That was a vivid moment. But in between the tallies, guys, I promise there's 0 effort, there's 0 brain function. My prefrontal cortex may as well not exist. I'm not barely even sentient. And it's fun. Like it gets you in that flow state. I think you can kind of get the point. It's like something I'm just so excited about that I feel embarrassed when I talk about it. I don't know. I'm gonna open up with you guys here. Like I can feel that guy aiming at me, and so I can feel his movement being limited, and so it feels just like I'm him, I'm us, and it feels so good to do this. Like I'm not gonna lie, I have not done anything like this in a while. It feels really good to do this exercise right now, and I'm just geeking. I'm obsessed with this concept once I make it easy to reflect.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's another guy.
Just reset.
I fucking love how serious my randos are in this. It's like so wholesome. I don't know. I love it. Feeling their energy. For the longest time, I'd play games and I'd be telling myself to do stuff. I'd be trying to do stuff. I'd be doing so much effort. I would be thinking. I would always be overthinking. And now it's just like I'm on autopilot successfully. That tether feeling I get with angle gap, that's like honestly more attractive to me than the term angle gap. And I want to just point that out. Like right now, I feel tethered. Whenever you know somebody's aiming at you, you're tethering them. And you can move in a certain way that makes them aim at you and become easier to hit. If you're aiming at me, I'm gonna make you wobble and slow down.
Circle?
Or I'm just gonna go to your side and force you to slow down. Like right there, that guy's spending a whole second turning to look at me. All that damage I did was just complete zero effort. I can just feel my sense developing. Little angle gap moment right there. I'm obviously snowballing and just like turbo obsessed with this right now, and I can't help it. And the only thing that I did, I made that reflection impossible not to do. I made the reflection tempting. I put a notepad next to me. I created a word that pops in my head: tether, angle gap. Tether. I felt like I tether. I love that word. That's so much better than angle gap. Fuck.
Oh.
Little Jumu there. Little angle gap. You guys get the point of the video, right? I mean, I'm obsessed with this, and maybe just give it a try. I've got a few tallies down here, and they massively changed my mood, my behavior, my focus, my, just changed everything. How much effort does it take to think of a term for something that is catchy? Right, so AG, I'm crossing that out and I'm writing tether, because that's just the most practical application of angle gap, is when someone's actually trying to aim at you and you're controlling their movement. That's pretty much the video, guys. Hopefully you liked it. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully I didn't just talk way too much. It's simple, right? You make a term catchy, and that's that. And if the term, if you're having a hard time getting your subconscious to obsess and speak in that term that you just invented, you can do this notepad exercise. Just make it easy for you to reflect in those terms, and you will. And don't try to do it when you're playing. The whole time I'm playing, I'm just playing. I'm curious how these are going to pop up when I'm autopiloting. I'm not curious about reflecting on trying to angle gap, trying to Jumu, trying to Puga, team synergy. None of that applies to like a tournament setting or actually like your peak performance when you're just flowing. Just flow, just fuck it up and reflect on that. Make that all easy. And number one way I found that from fucking 9,000 hours of coaching is just make a word. You can't unmake the word, and your subconscious is going to start talking in it. Your body's going to start moving in it. Let me know how you feel. Peace out. I just had to make this quick little video. I'll see you in the next one. Let me know if you have any recommendations or requests. I love you.